It is impossible to walk down the street and not see animals mercilessly left on the streets. Impossible to ignore the facts of their abuse and even murder. What's worse, no one gets punished for this. Can you imagine that in 2015, only in Tbilisi, 43,000 stray animals were registered? Unfortunately, no surveys have been carried out since then to identify the current numbers. Perhaps some people will ask, why should we worry about animals when there are so many homeless people? But this problem is essential. Firstly, because animals are also living beings and they need warmth and care just like us. And secondly, because homeless animals and their coexistence of people is associated with certain dangers. And many such facts have already been identified. For instance, stray animals carry diseases that may cause infections. However, neither man nor animal is to blame for this. We must learn to coexist.
We tend to think and care about human beings, our family and friends, but tend to forget about our little friends such as dogs and cats. We forget that it is our shared responsibility to make sure that they are being taken care and have a good life. If we have a safe place to call home, why shouldn't they? If you think that every stray animal has a shelter, you're wrong.
For them, daily life is a daily battle for survival. They have to fight amongst themselves for food, water, shelter, and sadly, not all of them are strong enough to survive. Many think that the solution is to move them to shelters. Yes, this is indeed one of the solutions, but it's not enough to completely eliminate the problem. Shelters do not have enough resources to provide shelter to all stray animals. Furthermore, we are talking about a country where the majority of shelters are not financed by the government. So what can people like us do to solve this problem and help stray animals?
Spay and neuter your pets, and encourage your friends and loved ones to do the same for their pets. It is a myth that sterilization is harmful for their health. On the contrary, it has many positive aspects. And most importantly, it helps control the population of stray animals. Microchip your pet. If you lose it, it will be easier to find your pet. Dogs that are lost don't know how to get themselves food and will have to find a place to live, which would be hard to do. Without chips, they are tough to find and they may suffer and die.
Become a volunteer. By volunteering to sometimes feed stray animals, we won't just save them from starvation, we will get to know them better, become their friends, and if needed, make it easier to treat and sterilize them. By leaving a bowl of water or some pet food outside of your house, work, or any other place, we can already save so many lives from starvation. This has to become a routine for everyone, otherwise it won't be a solution. And this can become a routine if the awareness is raised or if imposed by the government. Taking care of animals can be one of the types of community service that lawbreakers are sentenced to.
Donating funds and supplies to animal shelters is also one of the best things you can do for the animals in shelters. Old blankets, toys, and other supplies can greatly help the shelters save what limited resources they have. The funds are used to buy supplies like food and medicine and to improve the shelter's facilities. Remember, every little bit counts. People often ask, why should you spend a lot of money to buy a pet when there are so many animals on streets? And they are right. By adopting them, we save them from a miserable life and give them a chance to enjoy a safe and happy life with us.
You might ask, if there are so many ways to help stray animals, then why is their number so massive? Everything starts with raising awareness. This is the most time-consuming and possibly challenging solution, but it will have the biggest impact on our community and will bring the results. Talking to people in the community can change a lot and improve the welfare of these animals. Learning good habits from our childhood will remain with us forever. Therefore, taking care of animals from a young age will give us a good experience and will teach us to be more responsible, gentle, and respectful of everything and everyone around us. So, one step we have taken to raise awareness was making and sharing this video. What are you going to do?